Hello everybody, welcome to Forensic Anthropology Online. Welcome to our class and welcome Hannah, Brennan, Lisa, Robin, Brianna, Leslie, Victoria, Danielle, McKenna, Neha, Simon, Lacey, Rebecca. Well, it's wonderful to be teaching this class. I feel very privileged and honored. I've worked with most of you before. I know we've got a fantastic group of students here. So I'm really excited about it. Obviously, these are very, very difficult, troubled times for everybody, and I hope this class can be a pleasant outlet for the to take our minds off some of the unpleasantness around us. But I believe that things are going to be okay eventually, and let's hang in there, be brave, and focus on our studies. I'm lucky; I still have a job and can keep working, and I hope things are not too bad for you folks. I know a lot of you are in very difficult situations, but go Beavers! Go Oregon State Beavers! Yeah, we're going to have a great class. We're going to have a pleasant class and learn a lot. We're going to learn a lot. Okay. So I'm just going to go over the syllabus a little bit, and the Canvas website is coming together. I'm just getting some stuff up now. I'm recording this on Sunday the 29th, the day before classes start. And a little bit about me. I think most of you already know me, so I won't go into too much, but I've had a lot of you in the osteology online class last quarter. And so I'm an archaeologist really by training, but zooarchaeology, analysis of animal bones, and I have a lot of background in biological anthropology in addition to archaeology and other aspects of anthropology. I got my PhD at Washington State in 2008. Please call me by my first name if you're okay with that. I prefer to communicate with students on first name basis. I've done field work in the upper Midwest, Pacific Northwest, Alaska, Japan, Mexico, Belize, Olduvai Gorge, Tanzania, and last summer, the Scapegoat Wilderness of Montana. Oh yeah, those were the days. I'd love to be back there right now. When I was up there last summer, I never thought something catastrophic like what's happening now would happen. But, so anyway, here's the contact information. I guess the best way to contact me is a message in Canvas over here. Message in Canvas right here, the way to go. Okay, so here's our Canvas site. I've only got this first section posted as of right now, but in the next couple hours I should have this next section posted. It's laid out in 3 parts: laying the foundation, methods of analysis, and then broader applications. And let me just go. Excuse me. That's not supposed to pop up like that. So, here we go. Now, let me just go over the course syllabus and then the schedule here a little bit. I just got this up today, so yeah, there may be some typos or such, but I think it's fairly well edited. Okay. I know we're all working from home and such and trying to incorporate the latest technology. Thank goodness we have, if something like this coronavirus issue had happened 20 years ago, people wouldn't have been able to work from home, or not even nearly as easily just 10 years ago. But now, fortunately, we can make this work. So I'm gonna have obviously you can reach me by messages in Canvas at any time, and I'm really patient about that kind of stuff, so send me a message in Canvas anytime. You can send messages in email, but I'm much more quick to respond to messages in Canvas. Also this quarter, I'm going to try virtual office hours every day. I plan on having Zoom office hours available Monday through Thursday, 1 to 2:30 p.m. for individual meetings. Okay, those are individual meetings. So I'll send out an announcement probably starting tomorrow with an invitation for you to join that Zoom meeting. All you have to do is click on that link, and you should be able to come to the Zoom meeting if you want to. I mean, it's just there if you want it. And as the quarter goes on, you may decide you want to meet me there. Don't feel obligated to come meet me right away or anything. But I have those same office hours for all four classes I'm teaching this quarter. So there may be other students that enter the Zoom waiting room while you're talking to me, and we'll see that, and then we'll maybe finish up our conversation in a few minutes, and people can be working on something else while they're in the waiting room. But it'll be cool. You can talk to me there. And also weekly online extra credit study sessions in Zoom. In this class, it'll be from 8 to 9 p.m. Pacific time. And come join us. In the past, I've used a different program for class meetings, like just the conferences program in Canvas, but I'm going to use Zoom this quarter. That's what everybody uses. You don't have to use your camera if you don't want to. I might put my camera on for a little bit, but usually I just pull up slides and maybe share my desktop with you and go over some material. But you don't necessarily have to talk or turn on your camera for those. You can just type messages if you want to. I hope you'll interact with me some, but if you just want to type messages, that's fine. You can also contact Brenda Keller if you need to. I mean, only if for some reason I don't respond or to a question, or if I can't answer a question for you, or you're not happy with an answer I give you. You can always contact Brenda, the eCampus organizer for the anthropology department. Okay, and this quarter, obviously, a lot of people have things really hard. I'm lucky I get to keep teaching, and hopefully you're in a situation where you can keep learning, and things are going to be okay. Let's be brave and hang in there. For those of you who have kids and such, or financial hardships, I'm sorry, but I'll try to be supportive, and I want to cut people some extra slack this quarter in terms of due dates and things like that. I want to be flexible with people, and I want this to be something that is a positive thing in your life at this time, and not something that adds more stress. And let's give each other a little moral support. Go Beavs, build the dam. So this is going to work, though. I think we can get a lot out of this. Okay, so I'm not going to go through all the details here. Oh, before I go any further, just to show you, I have lots of stuff here at home that I can use in our class this quarter. I have an articulated skeleton right here. I never go any place without a skeleton, of course. I have this articulated skeleton. Okay, and I have, of course, a number of skulls, and I have some fossil hominid skulls over there, and a little tiny skeleton, and of course all kinds of books. This is our textbook. I think you'll enjoy it. I think it's pretty good. And I have tried to organize the lectures more or less to go along with that. Not necessarily in the same order. We'll jump around in the order of the chapters in the book. Anyway, I'll get to that in a moment. Okay, so this is our main source of information, this book. And there's also some written lectures in the modules and some other videos and things that were written and organized by a previous instructor in this course, Dawn Marie Alipasico, who is the NAGPRA coordinator for Oregon State University and a forensic anthropologist. So she set up a lot of this structure of this course. I'm modifying a few things, but I want to acknowledge her the initial architect and construction engineer of this course, and just some general learning outcomes. Obviously, a lot of you have experience identifying human bones already and are pretty darn good at it, human bones and teeth. But we'll brush up on that a little bit, because that's important. As a forensic anthropologist, we need to be able to impress people with our knowledge of human bones and anatomical landmarks on human bones. We need to understand how to go out and find human remains, or look for them, and then what we do when they are found, collect them appropriately as forensic scientists. And then what can we learn from the skeleton in terms of age, sex, stature, ancestry, and things beyond that to identify them as individuals, dental records, certain individual markers of injury. We want to explore trauma, pathology, taphonomic agents, the things that modify the human skeleton. Injury, paramortem injury, trauma, disease, pathology, and taphonomic agents such as maybe animals gnawing on the bones after the human died. Explain time since death. Explain how time since death is estimated. As a forensic scientist, when we come across a crime scene, how long has that body been there before it was found? It's important. And there's some really interesting research that's been done on that. Particularly, you probably heard about the body farm down at the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, where bodies are laid out and studied in terms of how they decompose. Talk more about that. And then, when we read that Bone Woman book last quarter, we got a good idea of forensic applications to human rights violation, genocide, and other things. And I want you to have a little bit of experience writing a forensics report. Nothing too complicated, but a forensics report. How would you actually go about filling out one? And be able to communicate about the topic in a professional manner. There's a lot of professional ethics that go along with being a forensic anthropology. So in terms of our grade, we'll have discussions each 8 of the 10 weeks. First post to be due on Thursday, I believe it is, and then the last post on Sunday. All the assignments will be due on Sunday in this class, all quarter, just to keep things simple. Oh, there's a typo right there. One quizzy. Well, okay, it's a quizzy. It's a quiz or a quizzy. But anyway, we have one quizzy at the end of week 1. Okay, and that's basically just a review of some human osteology terms from the last quarter. We will have some labs, and I think you'll enjoy it. Your weakest discussion and your weakest lab, I'll drop 1 if you have a bad week or something happens. Drop 1 automatically. The discussions will be very similar to what we did last quarter. You can bring in outside sources. Go wild, communicate with each other. And I want to see some probably about 300 words or 400 words for each post, and you can bring in outside information. Also talk about the course material. I'll try to use some guidance on the discussions, but put something into the discussions. In the last quarter, when I taught the osteology online course, I was quite impressed with the discussion sections. And I know I got a lot of the same students this quarter, so I'm sure those discussions will be absolutely great. Okay. And the discussions will also be kind of oriented to help you think about the labs too a little bit. A midterm exam, a final exam, they're both comprehensive. No term paper. There's not going to be a term paper or a research project this quarter. I just want to try to simplify things a little bit, and if things get worse than they are now, in terms of the university's ability to function and library materials and things like that, a research paper could be problematic. And if anybody gets sick or has family emergencies, the most difficult thing to complete would be the research paper. So this quarter, we're just not going to have a research paper. Try to simplify things a little bit, and so we got plenty of stuff to keep us busy, but this way, if somebody just has a week that's a disaster for them in their life or whatever, anything, they can get caught up. They can I just won't count a lab or a discussion, and they can make up a midterm stuff. I can be more flexible with these things. The research paper would add quite a few number of additional small assignments, and it would be great, and I hope you're not disappointed that we're not having a research paper, but still, I think we'll have plenty of good stuff. These labs will take some work, and I know you're going to put a lot into them. And I think you'll get a lot out of the class. Okay, and basically here's our schedule. So at week 1, an introduction discussion forum. or read the first 2 chapters in the Christensen et al. Book, and then again, this is not published quite yet, but you go into week 1 materials. And there's some additional readings each week. Okay, that Dawn Alaposito put together. She's got some lectures, and I'm modifying these just a little bit. But you've got this material here to work on, in addition to the textbook, labs, etc. Each week there's going to be some stuff in here, and I'm modifying some of these in future weeks. But you have this source of information too. So, yeah. All right. So that's what this is too. Each week, in addition to the textbook assignments, you've got some lectures that Dawn has put together, or other people put together, or that I'm putting together as the quarter goes along, and some videos. The first week we have an introductory discussion forum where tell us about yourself, basically, and a few other questions you'll see. And then we'll have a skeleton quiz. These are both due Sunday night. Again, Sunday night's always going to be when the due dates are, just to keep things consistent. Oh, there's a typo there. That should be a parentheses. Anyway, but the first quiz is just going to make sure that you've done some review on the human skeleton and anatomical terms such as medial, lateral, anterior, posterior, etc. In this class, we want to be able to use appropriate anatomical terminology and directional terminology in terms of referring to different parts of the human skeleton relative to each other. Then we're going to have a section here I think you'll think is really kind of cool. We're going to have a little, have you set up a little crime scene of your own to gather information from, just like you would if you found a crime scene. You were to gather the clues. You make a little map, you bag the evidence, just like a person would do if they were actually gathering information from a crime scene and using forensic methodology to do it. So this can be good. I think you'll like this exercise. And then some other labs relating to other topics: time since death, estimating time since death, and taphonomy, the laws of burial. Okay, what are the things that modify the skeleton other than just general decomposition? Other than just time, how does time relate to things such as humidity or was the person wearing clothing or the inside of a building or whatever? How do those affect things? And taphonomic things such as did an animal combine chew on it, or did the sun crack the bones, or whatever, the various factors that can influence the body post-mortem. Ancestry, geographic ancestry, Asian, European, African, and some other things. The sex estimations, male and female. Okay, Christensen chapter 9, and also the weekly lectures, lab readings, and/or videos that are posted. Age and stature estimation, medical legal significance, and midterm exam. Week 6. Okay, and you can see the rest of the topics. Writing a forensics technical report. Still have to figure out some good readings for that, but I will. All right. Oh, okay. Yeah, we have labs each one of these weeks too. It doesn't say it on here, but yeah, there's always going to be the structure is going to be each week discussion and lab, except the midterm week and the final exam. Okay. Actually, it looks like we have 9 discussions. No, we have 8 discussions and 1 quiz. So there may be a few little kinks in the syllabus I still need to work out here, but it looks like it's really in pretty good shape. And if you find something that is incorrect, please feel free to let me know, and I'll fix it. I'm sure there'll be a few little mistakes here and there, but I think I'm getting this hang of this online teaching and getting things organized a little better than I did last quarter. I know last quarter I started out with a lot of mistakes and due dates and things, but I think I'm in fairly good shape there, at least. Not too many mistakes I'm noticing yet. Anyway. Okay. Well, more information coming soon. Be opening up more modules. It's going to be great, and I'll be available for my office hours in Zoom tomorrow should you want to join, and we will have a study session, optional extra credit study session Thursday night. All bones, all the time. All bones, all the time. Thank you for joining. Go Beavs. Go Beavs. Build the dam. Yeah. I'm not going to get sick. I am immune to the coronavirus. Okay. Good. Thank you.